Even though Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have been out for nearly 3 years, I haven't really done much shiny hunting in Pokemon Violet. And because of that, I actually hadn't caught a single shiny Future Paradox Pokemon until I did my recent stream, trying to catch all 7 of the ones that are in the game. If you enjoy this kind of shiny hunting content, make sure you subscribe to this channel, as I have a few more shiny hunting streams planned for the future, and once ZA comes out, there's gonna be a lot of streamed Pokemon content. So get excited, but for now, let's catch some Paradox shinies. It's very exciting, chat. I'm very excited. I've gotten all of the Violet exclusive shinies except for these 7. And now it's finally time to venture down into Area 0 and snag these 7 shinies. It starts with Iron Moth and a Fire Sandwich. I think I have the Herba Mystica I need for this. I've used a lot of it to get the other exclusives, but I think we should be good. I can do a salty and a sour. Perfect. Okay, so we got this. When we look at Iron Moth to make sure I have that shiny ready to go on my side monitor. Droop. Boop. App. Droop, boop, bop. What? This is what Iron Moth looks like? This thing stinks. Wait, what? This shiny's horrible. Why do people like the Future Paradox Pokemon so much, man? Are you telling me this thing is better than Slitherwings? I didn't realize. Oh my God. Wow. This is horrible. Oh my God. I'm going to fail like 20 of these. Oh no. Oh God. I don't think I knew this. I mean, I've seen some of the shinies, but I guess like I thought maybe the orange would go away and be like completely chrome. Man, that is, gosh, is that brutal. All right, well, let's see. Well, it's not that they're all just silver. Like this one is barely silver. They changed like one color. God, they changed like literally one color. All right, well. Well. Okay, so the red in its wings. Okay, the red is silver. That's actually really, really helpful. So the red is silver. I think that's the biggest thing to look for. Okay, so it's the red antennas are now silver, but also those red triangles will also be silver. Oh God. All right, chat, this is not about how many we fail. We just need to find 1.5 an hour. I can fail 37 of them. I just need to find 1. How dumb was I for huffing the Justin Fields copium? Honestly, not that dumb. So many people did it. Like even Tyler, who is like very on the record of like, this guy is not an NFL QB, was still hopeful that Garrett Wilson was saved. So I think a lot of people were tricked. Even the most negative about us or among us were tricked. So I think you're honestly fine. Now, how you handle next week will really, that's going to be the big one, right? Because there's one huge week, one stinker. I think week 3 really will tell us a lot. Putting the PM7 guarantee that in less than an hour you'll get a shiny. Hey, I love that. I agree with you there. I love that, and I appreciate the 5. Thank you. Did you know that 2 + 2 = 5? Also, thank you for keeping me entertained. You know what? I gotcha. I gotcha. Maybe not a lot of math here, but I gotcha. I let my mom handle the math YouTube side of things. Have you tried or have you looked into getting some silicone rings to wear while you game? Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, you know, one thing that actually happened recently, I mean, I haven't told the story because it's not really much of a story, thankfully. Like, it could have been a very bad story if I actually lost the ring. But, I don't know. I'm not the most used to wearing my ring yet. So it's, like, not weird if it's not on my hand. But one thing I don't like doing is I don't like washing my hands with the ring on. I always put it in my pocket because I just don't know. I want the ring to stay in good shape. I don't want to, like... I don't want to get it all soapy. I just want to, you know, just dry my hands and put it back on. But I put it in my pocket and I sat down and the ring fell out of my pocket while I was with a bunch of friends and we'd gotten an Airbnb. And I had no idea where it fell out. Like I thought, like, did it fall out when we were playing like, we were playing like football in the yard? I was like, crap, was I running and it fell out of my pocket? Like, did I actually lose it? Somehow there was a metal detector at the place so that, you know, we're like searching everywhere. I'm so upset. Like I completely bungled it. I ruined it. I lost the ring. Nikki's gonna be upset. I'm upset. You know, I've ruined the vibe. It was just where I'd been sitting. Thankfully, like, it would fall in the grass. So it was actually hard to find. So the metal detector actually found it. My buddy Paul snagged it. God, am I so thankful. I still need to get him a nice present to say thank you for that. But, whew, that was close. So a silicone ring might not be the worst idea. Because I maintain I have no desire to wear a ring. Like, it's not very comfy to like hold a controller and have like a metal thing, just smack it against it repeatedly. I don't like that. But a placeholder might not be the worst idea. Might not. Hi, my name is, oh gosh, I couldn't mess up the name. I can't say the name. I'm gonna be honest. Viewer from India, I appreciate the heck out of you, Firebun Gamers. I'm one of those people, like, I'd love to try saying people's names that I know I can't pronounce right, but I feel so bad mispronouncing someone's name, like, horribly, right? Like, in a video recently, I mispronounced the French name Lebrun, and there's a few French speakers that are like, that's not how you say that name at all. It's probably like Lebrun. It's probably something like that. But I thought that was funny and fun. Someone who sent a super chat and wants me to notice them, I don't want to butcher their name. I feel so bad. So hopefully, you know, hey, it's I appreciate you all the same. And you know what? If you'd rather me butcher the name and embarrass myself, I can always do that. The game's the game. That's what we're doing here. Hot take, any and all Paradox Pokemon should be caught in timer balls due to them being time related. I mean, I think that's like a fair take. I just, I'm gonna ignore it, because I don't care about the Pokeballs Pokemon are in. I think it's really cool when people do, but I just personally don't. Like, it's not something that, like, interests me at all. Like, I don't know, like, trying to match the Pokemon with a Pokeball. Oftentimes, I'm just more annoyed by the process of trying to catch a Pokemon in a Pokeball that's, like, taking too long than I am like, wow, that's so cool and sick. What I prefer more is I really subscribe to the idea of just giving shinies you catch, or just Pokemon you catch, ridiculous nicknames that either make sense in the moment or don't make any sense at all, because it is so fun to look back at your collection of Pokemon and just try to decipher, why did I name this Pokemon this? Like, what was going on where this made sense? I find that fun. The Pokeballs, yeah, it can look nice, but I don't know. I usually get more annoyed. It's like trying to find the stupid shiny. I didn't think why do people like the future Pokemon so much? I think they stink. Or I don't think they stink. They're just not as cool. Like, Slitherwing is so much cooler. Slitherwing is sick. That's just me. Okay. Iron Moth, Iron Moth. I'm kind of upset that you exist. Iron Moth. Iron Moth. Actually, chat, I got a question for you guys that I don't know if anyone knows the answer. Has there ever, like, been a reason, like, said of why, of all Pokemon, Volcarona got 2 forms? Now, obviously, like, Donphan is a pretty random Pokemon, but, like, they kind of introduced Paradox Pokemon with Donphan, and I love Donphan. So I just kind of accepted Donphan as, like, the mascot of Paradox Pokemon. But, like, was there a reason for Volcarona specifically? I love Volcarona. It's such a cool Pokemon. I think it's such a, like, worthy Pokemon to get the 2 forms. But, like, Volcarona and Donphan, they just seem so random. But I don't know, I also, like, kind of understand a futuristic elephant, like, a little bit more than a futuristic, like, fire butterfly, you know? Like, I could see people devising a metal robotic elephant one day. This was just I don't know. It's an interesting one. Still cool. I have any complaints. It's just more, I don't know. Always kind of stuck out at me. It's like, huh. Interesting. I do hope we get more Paradox Pokemon someday. It'd really be a shame if this was like a one and done thing. Or like just a Pokemon game. Man, if they ever give us a Pokemon game where you like travel to the past and then to the future and it's like an entire Pokedex of future and past Pokemon, that would be so freaking cool. Maybe that's a little too ambitious, but I don't know. It'd be kind of sick. I think it'd be cool. Are we ever going to find out what you bought Mikey and what Mikey got you from the second leaderboard video? So, yes, actually, I have a lot of thoughts on that. If you haven't seen Leaderboard already, please go check it out. I really, really believe Leaderboard, I think they're some of the better videos we've made, really ever, at least in that specific genre of these more competition videos. I love these types of videos. Tyler, the main man editing and helping me produce all this stuff, like he is so unbelievably good with these types of videos. Like we work so well together with just all parts of it. It's stuff we really, really love. And it's been really nice. You know, I mean, with the JMC, obviously we made the update video, but just realistically, it's something that Mikey fell out of love with. Like a lot of like JMC season 3, I think I came up with every single idea on both channels. No, I definitely, did I? Yeah, no, I came up with every idea. So we kind of got to a point where I was really like, you know, just those types of videos, the love wasn't as equal for me and Mikey, and it was tough to like make it work because it was a shared project. So being able to have that like fully under my control and make more videos with Mikey because of it has been so fun. The one I did with Jack last was so cool. We're actually recording a new leaderboard tomorrow, and it's going to be a 4-person video. It'll be teams of 2v2, which is very cool. I don't know exactly what the teams are, but it's going to be me, Jack, and then 2 people that I don't think have ever been on the channel before. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited to change up the formats, change up the ideas, this, that, and the other. But when it comes to trophies, what Mikey got me for episode 2. So we've been talking about that, and I actually do think we're going to make a tweak of how we're going to do the prizes for leaderboard. One thing that I kind of recognized is like, I really like the idea of, you know, whoever loses, you know, like decides the prize for the winner. Like, I think it's really fun in theory, but the way it works is oftentimes the viewer doesn't get to see what was purchased and doesn't get to see the prize. And I think it kind of takes away a little bit, you know, like if you guys don't see the prize that episode or until like later, it's just, I don't know. It feels more like, rather than it's being a self-contained like episode with a victory where someone won something and it's like substantial, it just feels like another episode in a long season. So I think what we're going to do is kind of decide on a prize beforehand and like declare that early, and then the person will, you know, either have it be ordered for them and you guys will see that, or they will have it physically by the end. So I think starting episode 4, that will be a change. So we may go back and kind of retcon, like, not retcon, because whatever, you know, prizes me and Mikey got each other, we will get to keep, of course, but might get like an extra prize on top of it to kind of go along with that. But we'll keep you guys updated. I think the beauty of Leaderboard is it can, as time goes on, we can make tweaks and adjustments. So what did Mikey get me? Someone said I missed a shiny iron moth. I probably did, man. This thing is impossible to see. What did Mikey get me? You know, honestly, I don't even know. I'll show you guys at some, it's such a ridiculous thing. He's a ridiculous man. You know, I don't know. I'm like back and forth and like, because I don't actually know if I would even reveal it in the next episode. I feel like I probably, in the next one I record with him, I'll probably bring it up because it's such a ridiculous thing that he did. We'll see. No, there would be a little bit more novelty to a Baker Mayfield anything. No. Nope, it wasn't an Igglybuff. Again, there'd be a little bit more novelty to an Igglybuff. It's something that's like not easy to show off. No. No, he's a goofy guy. The pot calling the kettle black? I mean, in this specific instance, not exactly. No. In general, as people, yes. So this was my pitch to Mikey and kind of what my envision was, right? Like we'd buy each other, whoever like loses buys the other person, the winner, a prize, right? And my thought is like, let's say Mikey won 5 leaderboards. Sometime he'll be able to show up to his 6th leaderboard appearance and he could show off the 5 things he won, whether it's like a custom trophy or like a custom medal, like a wrestling belt, or like some like fun item connected to the episode. And he'd have like these 5 like awards or trinkets to show, right? Like 5 things that you could like easily show off, or relatively easily show off, right? So spoilers for Leaderboard. If you haven't seen the episodes, go watch them if you don't want the winner spoiled. All right, spoiler alert. If you saw the first episode, I won the first episode. He buys me a replica Green Goblin mask. Okay. I'm picking up what he's putting down. That kind of goes with like a trinket, a thing that's like loosely connected to the episode that I can like hold and like, you know, showcase, right? Like I have that. I guess I could. It'd be kind of funny to have like, you know, 3 trophies, an iron or a green goblin mask, and then some other thing, right? No, he did not buy a costume along with it, which honestly, I'm grateful. The second thing he bought me, you know when you go to the doctor's office and they measure how tall you are and the thing has to go up like 7 feet or higher to measure you, and it's just a really, really big thing to measure? Yes. That's... that was the second prize. So now let's take it apart. Now, on one hand, unbelievably funny, right? Like that is unbelievably funny and somehow unbelievably lucky. There we go. The shiny iron moth. Honestly, it looks pretty clean. I do not think this is a good shiny, but it looks pretty clean up close. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Let me be clear. I do not love it, but I don't hate it. It's winning me over a bit. Can you name it Herald? I don't think I'm gonna name a Chrome Moth of Flames Herald. But I can think on it. Aye, Iron Moth. Don't be like all the other Pokemon I've tried to catch, because they've really been bothering me. They've been making me very upset. Okay, you did exactly what I asked you not to do. Okay. Let's be done. That's what I'm talking about, Iron Moth. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That is 1 on the board. 1 of 7 caught. And I will name you Iron Frodo because of the ring anecdote? Sure, we can name it Iron Frodo. I will never remember why I named you Iron Frodo, but I kind of love that. Right, Iron Frodo. I see the vision. I see the vision, and now I'm kind of done with this sandwich in Area 0, which does put me in a little bit of a funky spot. Iron Frodo, you go there. Now, the thing is, I want to catch every single one of these Paradox Pokemon before the stream ends, and I don't really know if I should be making, you know, the 7 sandwiches, but I don't know if I want to waste this while I have it. Like, is there a fire Pokemon that I could go after that I don't have? I think I might as well. I don't have Torkoal. Screw it. Let's see if I can get a Torkoal. Yeah, let's just see if I can get a Torkoal. Let's just do it. All right. I need Torkoal. Let's get Torkoal. So yeah, as I was saying, right, Mikey. Objectively funny for Mikey to get me the measuring, like the thing that you use to measure how tall you are at the doctor's office as a prize, right? Very funny. The issue with it as a prize is multiple fold. One, almost impossible for me to actually show off within the, like with the camera. Almost impossible to show off, right? Very funny. Hilarious to relate that he did this. Very hard to show off. Two, it's very annoying to have, and I want, now that the gag is over, it's either gonna sit in the basement or go in the garbage, right? So that's the fact that I haven't shown it on video, and I've already debated, like, okay, well, this is very cumbersome. I'm no longer growing. I'm no longer growing. I don't need this. This is why do I own this? So that's a tough one. Keep it for your kid. I guess I could, but like, I don't know when I'll have a kid. So like that, I mean, it's just going to be annoying for a few years, right? But I think that donate, I mean, yeah, if we got rid of it, I think donating it would probably be the right call. But I think the biggest thing is like with Leaderboard, one thing that I think is going to be really cool is like each episode being its own unique special competition where you did it, you win a prize, you won that episode, right? This isn't like a big, like it's not a big season that's all going to culminate in like one finale with one prize. If you win the episode, you won that specific episode, you win the prize, like you are the winner and you will be remembered on the leaderboard as the winner. So I think we might make a little bit of a swap, a little bit of a swapsy doodle, and move it to the prizes like being predetermined and hopefully like, rather than being a gag gift, they might not be like the coolest thing in the world, but like try to make them feel special. Like maybe it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's something like a creator would want to put in their background, or it's like this is a cool, unique thing they have. If that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with that. Are you going to be a participate every episode or commentate over 2 other players since it's on your channel? So this has been a question I've gotten a lot, and I kind of understand the question, but I also kind of don't. I don't think there will ever be an episode with 2 people where I am commentating. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I don't think like at that point, like I'm just like a bystander for 2 people like doing their own video. Are you shiny? I don't need one of you. I don't. Carkol, wait, are you blue? I don't need another one of you, Carkol. Come on, I needed a Torkoal. You're a car. I need. That's fine. I still appreciate you. All right. Well, you can still be my friend. We can be pals. You know, I'm not gonna get rid of you, but you know. Yeah, at that point, you're the host, not a contender. Right. So I don't think there's going to be any episodes where there are 2 people competing and I am the host. At that point, I would have like Tyler be the host. Because it's my channel, it's my show. I think if you really boil down the show, I am inviting other creators to compete against me on my show, right? I do think there could be a few episodes where I invite like 8 creators in and I am like the host of a much bigger challenge. Now that could happen. I do have a few ideas where that could make sense. Because, you know, if I do like a bigger thing and it's like people are getting eliminated round by round, like if there's a chance I could just be out in the first round anyways, maybe it just makes sense for me to commentate at that point, especially if I want to have my grubby little mitts on the production side of things. But no. And also a lot of people have been like, oh, isn't it unfair to the other competitors if you're on every episode? No, because each episode is a standalone episode, right? And that's why I was talking so much about the prize with this, right? Of like, I want to, while some of the prizes we've done have been funny, I want them to feel a little bit more substantial and like, okay, cool. I won and I competed and won this prize. So each episode is its own self-contained thing. And then we might have some episodes that are bigger than others and maybe the bigger ones have a bigger prize, but that'll be cool. It's not only going to be Mikey and Jack. No, I am recording an episode tomorrow that does feature Jack, does not feature Mikey, and it features two creators who I'm pretty sure have never been on the channel. Yeah, no, they haven't been on the channel in general. So, yep. I think someone asked about Wolfie. I have an idea that I'd like to do with Wolfie at some point. I don't know when we're going to do it because ZA is going to kind of mess with things, but I'm really excited to open up the series and get like a lot more people on the channel, a lot of different creators on the leaderboard. And we have some cool ideas. We have some really cool ideas. We have been playing around with the idea of having every 10th episode be something a little bit bigger. We'll see, because I don't know when that 10th episode's going to fall. I think, you know, ZA is definitely going to make things a little bit wonky, but yeah, I don't know, it'll be cool. Sorry for talking so much about Leaderboard. I'm hopeful the people here, I hope most of you guys at least give the show a chance. I think it's some really, really fun content. But I'm just very excited about it. When is Mr. Pikachu being invited? I mean, Mr. Pikachu has had its day. Mr. Raichu is all the rage these days with all those new megas. Hatters would be a good guest. I'm neither going to confirm or deny anything, but if you think Patters may be a great guest, you may be happy with the next episode. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. I'm just saying. That's who. How would you feel about doing a Who's That Pokemon Shiny edition for Leaderboard? I'm like, who's that? I don't think I understand how that would go. Like the impossible Who's That Pokemon, but with shinies? Wouldn't that be like really easy? I guess I'm confused. I don't know exactly how that idea would go. I mean, I'm always open. If anyone has a good idea and wants to toss it my way, I'll always consider something, but I don't think I understand how that would go. Will you ever do an episode with newer / smaller creators? I'm trying to figure out how I want to answer this one, because the answer is not no and it's not yes. But like, here's the thing. People with YouTube, I think people get really hung up on subscriber count with all this stuff. I only want to do Leaderboard episodes with people that I feel like I have at least an ounce of chemistry with, right? The goal of Leaderboard is to entertain the people watching. And the best way to entertain people is to make sure whoever I bring on the episode, like we have a good back and forth and we can really make a fun episode, right? You know, that we can get along and it can be hopefully like a really magical recording. When I started doing videos with Mikey, way before the JMC, but stuff in this like fashion, you know, I had like 20,000 subscribers at that point. And Mikey had over 1 million on his main channel. So still 20,000 is like pretty sizable. Like I still had a lot of subscribers relative to, you know, a lot of creators out there, but I was a much smaller creator than Mikey, but we were really good real life friends. When I started doing those videos with Jack, Jack had no subscribers on YouTube. He had no platform. He was a TikToker. Well, first he was a Pokemon TCG Twitch streamer, and then a TikToker, then a YouTuber. And I did stuff with Jack when he had no channel. I've done videos with my friend Superblaw, Nick, who is a long time, like an OG Pokemon YouTuber, but I don't think has uploaded a YouTube video in like years. So if you want to talk about like small creator, I mean, I don't know if it gets much smaller than like semi-retired Pokemon YouTuber, right? So will I do videos with smaller creators? Maybe, but it really just comes down to like, do I have good chemistry with people? Like one of the people I'm going to be recording with tomorrow, me and him just naturally started talking kind of out of nowhere, and then just like kind of really hit it off. And I was like, oh, I'd really love to do an episode with him. That'd be awesome. So that's something that's pretty important to me. There's going to be some episodes where there's going to be more people on than just like one or, you know, 3 people. So, you know, it's not going to be like always, okay, I need to have the greatest, you know, back and forth with these people. But when people ask, you know, can you collab with this person, that person, this person? For me, oftentimes it's just like, I need to like have in an amount of like chemistry with them, you know, like that's the most important thing. So, sorry for the very long answer, but you know, I think it's a good question. I don't want to just brush something off. Does Bucky Irving play? Bucky Irving does not seem like a man who would have any idea, like if I'm tossing out different Pokemon to him. Hey, I'd love to be proven wrong. Have you considered Mr. Beast? I mean, Mr. Beast he did play Pokemon Showdown. He made a Pokemon Showdown video. You never know. Do the gym challenges in real life again? I mean, maybe someday we'll do something like that. Chat, here's the thing, right? If Leaderboard becomes a very successful series that people really love, I would love to do a few real life episodes where like I fly someone or a few people down and we do like a real life shoot. But that either like the series would have to go on long enough because people really liked it that it was worth doing that just to celebrate, or like it's building and growing and we have the budget to like fly people down and make sets and do all of that. So if that is something you want, I appreciate that. I'm going to tell you right now, all I'm going to need from you is if you enjoy Leaderboard, just, hey, watch the videos, maybe leave a comment, maybe leave a like. You don't even need to do it. Just, you know, watch the whole video, enjoy it. And if enough people are watching and enjoying and they do well enough, I have one idea. I have one idea in my back pocket that I'd love to fly Mikey down to me for. And then I think it'd actually be pretty expensive, all the things I'd like to do. I think that'd be a fun episode. It'd be a very unique one. So if people are still liking the series next year, maybe it'll happen. We'll see. But gym challenges in real life, that was a huge production. That was exhausting. That was not a small undertaking. That was not a small undertaking, let me tell ya. Say Pringle Man is cooler than Xeno. Well, I mean, Pringle Man is a cooler name than Xeno, I'm gonna be honest, so that's easy. Would you ever join one? Oh, I do feel bad. I was supposed to be in the newest Purple Cliff Last Elite video. I think I was out of the state. I just had a conflict. Jack had asked me like so many months before, and I was so excited to do it. And you know, he'd asked me for a few in the past, and it just hadn't worked. I should have been in the 4th one. It just, I still really feel bad. You know, I know he wanted me to be a part of it, and I love Jack. I wanted to be a part of it, but it just didn't work out. So you'll definitely see me in one of those in the future for sure. I just don't know. I don't know when. They're a huge production. Like, it takes a long time, and we're not working. Like, he's not going to work around my schedule, right? I got to work around his schedule. Okay. What am I going to go for next is a really good question. Iron Thorns. We could do Iron Thorn. We could do Electric and try to get 2. Yeah, let's do 2. My massive feud with Triceps. Is there a feud with Triceps I don't know about? Is there beef? Is there beef I don't know about? I don't know. Oh gosh, I don't know. How would you feel about doing Who's That Pokemon Shrine Edition for Leaderboard? Okay, that was someone asked that in chat. Yeah, I still don't know what that would mean. I'm sorry, I feel bad. Been watching for years, so happy you're doing well and making funny videos. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the love. Have you ever thought of having Jaden Animations on the channel? If not, I would understand. I have not thought about that, and I don't think Jaden Animation. I don't know if Jaden Animations has ever thought about me once in her life, and that's okay. I don't know him. You know, there's a lot of creators where I like people have asked about Alfred. Alfred has like, I think for one of his 2 egg locks, he asked me to make an egg for him. I've been in I think I participated in 1 or 2 of his events that he's hosted. So like we've DM'd back and forth a few times in our life, but like I've never had contact with Jaden. So it's one of those things of like, I just don't know them. And if I met them, if like somehow we got connected or I met them at like I don't know, an event and we hit it off, yeah, I'd absolutely love to do something with them. But like, you know, like for me, as I said earlier, it does not matter if it's like someone I've hit it off with who has like 5 subscribers or millions. I really think that part of it's very important. Because if I invited them on and then they, for some reason, said yes, and it was just awkward, like that'd be a disaster, right? I think that would be an absolute disaster. So I don't know. There's a lot of creators who I'd love to do something with, but I very much, it really comes down to that chemistry angle. But I do want to kind of put myself out there a little bit more in general so that, you know, it'd be cool to get a bunch of different types of people onto the leaderboard. But I also think that's where things like the shiny world record streams and those things really come into play. Of like, I've met so many awesome creators through that. I saw something. What was it? Saw something up. Huh. Man, every once in a while, the one thing that can be tough with streaming is like, I'm like looking for Silver Mecha Godzilla. Saw a message that I wanted to respond to. I can't find it. I'm completely blanked on what it was. Oh, it was about my competitive career. That's what it was. Someone said they've been watching since the competitive stuff and wanted to see me try again. I have definitely in my own mind downplayed my competitive career. And like in my mind, I just am like, no one remembers that. No one cares about that. It's really cool to me when people bring that up. You know, I want to someday play competitive Pokemon again. And I just haven't had that itch. And the thing with me is I'm not good at not being good at things. Like if I'm gonna do anything, it's something my mom always said, and which is, I don't know, it's probably not the healthiest mentality that we share, but if you're gonna do something, do it right. You know, it's something she always said to me. And, you know, I think I take that too seriously, right? If I'm gonna play competitive Pokemon, you know, like my friendship with Wolfie VGC started because of the respect he had for me as a competitive Pokemon player. When he did singles, he deemed me his rival. And I think a nice badge of honor for my competitive career. When I played Draft League, I made the playoffs almost every single season. I made multiple championships. I won a league. I won a draft tournament. You know, I've done a lot of things at a pretty high level competitively. So I wouldn't want to get back into competitive and then just be like much worse, you know, like a shell of my former self. Because it takes a lot of effort. And the thing is, I talked to Wolfie before all of his tournaments, like before he went to Worlds, you know, we sent like, it was just probably a half an hour of voice messages back and forth about his team, and it was fun to talk about. You know, but I'm talking to, you know, a man who's like always trying to win each tournament and be the #1 player in the world. And I think it's just tough to like, you talk to someone like that and you see what it takes to get there. And be like, yeah, no, I'll come back and be like, I'll be mid. I'll be a mid competitive battler on the side as I try to, you know, keep this career afloat. I don't know. I struggle with that. But maybe at some point it'll make sense to compete. You know, maybe there'll be some reason to dust off those battling gloves. I do actually have one idea that would like kind of be pseudo getting back in the battling chair, but I'll keep that idea in my back pocket because I'm not sure if it'll actually happen, but I had an idea that would be at least halfway. We'll see. Are you going to try other games on the extra channels? Have I ever played other games on the extra channels? Wait, extra channels? Like Plus? I don't think I've ever played other games on Plus. Okay, I thought I missed a super chat. I am finally caught up on all of my messages. Huzzah! All right, maybe this means I can actually pay attention. I really want to find Iron Thorns before I look for Iron Hands, because Iron Hands seems like it's going to be a nightmare. These shinies in general are nightmares, if I got to be honest. I don't think I paid attention to anything with the Violet Paradox shiny Pokemon. I have ignored their existence. And now that I'm here, I'm upset. How do you even like notice this fella is shiny? Like he shuts down and all the color goes away. I'm not gonna notice one as I'm looking for Thorns. I'm telling you right now. Oh, Patreon. Oh, on Patreon, we're still uploading stuff on Patreon of playing different games. On the yeah, the John, Michael, and Co. channel, that definitely hit a snag. Mikey's been traveling a decent amount recently. And we were talking beforehand, like there was something we were considering doing, and that seemed like it was going to be a little bit too much. We are going to record some stuff for the John, Michael, and Co. stuff, but I think we've just been so busy that we're trying our best to keep up with the Patreon, because that's, I mean, people pay for that content. We want to make sure, obviously, that we're getting everything out there. But I think in the short term, it's been a little bit busy for the actual public channel. We want to get stuff on that channel again at some point, but it's been an interesting time. You know, we're going to go from like no new Pokemon games. Is that a shiny? No. Maybe? No. But we're going to go from like no new Pokemon games for years to like boom, bada bing, ZA, DLC, and then maybe Gen 10. So it's a very like overwhelming time. There's a lot to get done, a lot to prep. The side things we're doing sometimes are harder. There was a shiny? Was there a shiny? People keep saying they're shinies, but I'm pretty sure it's just when they're asleep. I don't know if I buy it. God, I don't know if there is anything I can imagine being more annoying than shiny hunting for the Paradox Future Pokemon right when this game came out and things were at their like peak of like every viewer saying you failed a shiny, failed a shiny, failed a shiny. I think I'd lose my mind. Because to be fair to the viewers, every single one of them looks shiny. Every single one of them that stops moving looks shiny. Find something. Well, I did find something. I mean, you need blah, 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 blah. To find me and Chad, I'm gonna have to concede this point to Jaden. I think Jaden has won the battle. I will try to win the war, but I've lost the point. I tried to have a rebuttal, couldn't do it. Didn't have it in me. Didn't have that frog in me there. It's just, sometimes it doesn't happen. Gen 10 is going to be bizarre. Why is Gen 10 going to be bizarre? I mean, we don't know anything about it yet. Is it just bizarre that it will have been the 10th generation of Pokemon? I think it's going to be unbelievably exciting. We've seen how much better the Switch 2 is than the Switch. Like, I'm pretty excited to see a Pokemon new generation on the Switch 2. It'll be amazing. At least I think it could be. Do I have bold predictions? I have 0 bold predictions for Gen 10. I've just heard a million rumors that it's going to be based in Greece, and that would make me so happy. I think that'd be the coolest possible thing, and I'm ready to be disappointed. So, no bold predictions, just I'm eating the trash. Alright, you stupid sleepy robot. Are you shiny or are you sleepy? You're sleepy. Awesome. Love it. When will Gen 10 come out? 0 idea. It seems like it'll be next year, but 0 idea, honestly. Gen 10 Kanto. Again, when? Hey man, I feel like the ZA DLC, I think there's gonna be portals and you're gonna like portal to specific spots in like other games. So just wait till they portal us to Kanto. I feel like we're getting portaled to Kanto to get those Raichus, man. I feel like it's happening. You think teaser next year and then not till 2027? Yeah, but next year is Pokemon's 30th anniversary, and then 2027 is the 31st. So here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. Well, I could be wrong. Let me preface this by like, you can just come back to this and be like, John, you buffoon, you were so wrong. But what's a shiny? I don't think there was a shiny. I don't see no shiny. But here's my thing, right? People love to complain, right? Complaining is fun, right? Complaining can also, like, it can be nice to complain, right? It can be nice to complain. And ZA announcing paid DLC before the game comes out, a lot of people have been complaining about it. A lot of people have had a lot of big opinions on it. And that is very fair. What I find like kind of confusing is a lot of people are complaining about that and then not like connecting the dots of, well, why is Pokemon announcing DLC for ZA so early? Why would they do that? From everything we've heard, the Switch 2 got delayed. Like we all, like that's just a thing. We know the Switch 2 was delayed. So if the Switch 2 was delayed, I think it's fair to assume the 3-year break we've had between getting new Pokemon games, like that's probably not by design. ZA definitely got delayed. No, it's not because of money. I mean, I think DLC in general is for money. Pokemon didn't invent paid DLC, right? The DLC in all games, is that good or bad? I don't know. It definitely for money, sure, right? Like Bonanza's DLC for money. Every DLC that's ever happened for money, sure. But ZA definitely got pushed back. Like that is for sure, right? It's the first Pokemon game for the Switch 2. Switch 2 got delayed, okay? So if ZA got delayed, do you think the reason they're announcing DLC right now is because they are set to drop Gen 10 next year for the 30th anniversary and they don't want to push Gen 10 back just because everything else was delayed? That's what I think. I don't think they're going to get into a habit of announcing DLC before a game comes out. That feels weird. That feels rushed. That feels like bizarre. But if you look at all the delays that have happened, it makes sense of like, hey, we're going to tease Gen 10 for like Pokemon Day. So we want people to still be excited about the DLC and care about it. So we might as well tell them about the DLC now so they can look forward to it, rather than the Gen 10 announcement fully overshadowing it and like really getting lost in the sauce. Now I could be wrong. People could be completely right that they're just very greedy. But I also think it could be two things. I think you can be fairly upset that like, wow, this DLC, that's nonsense. It should just be in the game. It's greedy. You know, like ZA is going to be so expensive. The main game, DLC, the online. I think that's all fair. Like that is all absolutely fair. But I feel like we can also, like we can say that and then also recognize, okay, they're probably announcing the DLC now for a reason. Like, I don't think the reason is like, I don't know. It doesn't feel ideal for them. It feels like there has to be a reason outside of they want more money. So I feel like if they waited to announce it, they'd make the same amount of money. You know, I don't feel like this move is going to make them more. I don't know. It's interesting. So again, like, I'm not saying like feel like DLC. Man, I liked when I used to buy a game and then everything that was going to be on the game was there and the game was amazing. You know, that was awesome. I love getting old retro games. Like I love playing on the N64. You buy a game, you have the game. You don't get any extra games. It's just like, I bought the game, now I have the full game. Yeah, no, gaming was way better before DLC. Now we can complain about the DLC. My whole point is just more, maybe let's like think about, well, why would they do this thing? So I don't know. That's what I think. But I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. I don't know. There is also a chance that they're being stupid and announcing DLC early because they're dumb. That's possible. to me, it doesn't seem likely. But like, hey, I don't know. The people running Pokemon are just like me and you. And I don't know. We've made dumb decisions. So, right? I'm worried about the pace of Pokemon game releases. Games cost $80 now and swinging that every year. I guess so here's the thing. I agree that $80 every year is a lot, and like that is too much. For the average person, that is really expensive. Did I miss something where Pokemon released a game recently? Unless I'm incorrect, like the last Pokemon release was 2022, right? Wasn't the last Pokemon game 2022? I absolutely agree. I am not, you know, removed enough from reality. Like $80 every year on Pokemon is absurd. Not everyone can afford that. That's crazy. Like that's so much. But that's never been something that's happened, right? That would absolutely be too much. But like, you know, we got Scarlet and Violet in 2022, and then we got the DLC, I think the next year, and then last year we got nothing, and then so far this year we've had nothing. So I feel like everyone fairly brought up the pace of Pokemon games. They were coming out way too quickly, and there was, you know, quality concerns. Super fair. But I think the thing that's kind of like perplexed me is those concerns have not dissipated, even as Pokemon is like very clearly taken more time per game. So I don't know. I thought this was shiny for a second. I definitely agree, but I guess I'm kind of confused. Aren't they doing exactly what's been thrown out there? So, but no, I mean, I think in general, the state of gaming kind of sucks, right? Like Silk Song is such a breath of fresh air. And you know, I think the model for gaming right now is like, I was talking with a buddy. Actually, it was just Jack. I was talking with Jack. Like, so many games release in early access and the game's just not finished. Like games just release now in early access and they're not finished. Like things released with a lot of bugs. Like there are a lot of really, there's a lot of things that really do suck with gaming and, you know, bum me out, and it's not great, but you know, it's kind of across the board right now. So I kind of like find my wins where I can. And I think for me, it's like, well, you know, everyone told Pokemon to slow down and wait, like put more time into their games before they release. And now they've done exactly that. And I'm very, very excited to see if that will be really felt in the quality of ZA in Gen 10. Maybe it won't. Maybe they will suck. I don't know. They could. That'd be really, really upsetting. I'd be so disappointed. But they've done what everyone's asked them to do. I do think the people who asked are probably not going to be stoked regardless. But I don't know. I'm hopeful. So I think it's fair to be like, hey, like yearly releases is not super sustainable. What are we doing here? I used to play like, you know, Madden every year and then 2K every year, and they stink. Those games are getting worse and worse each year. Oh, Raising PM7, I love your videos. It always helps me feel better about my anxiety. Well, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm someone who is pretty anxious myself, so to hear that my stuff helps with your anxiety really makes me happy to hear that. So all the love to you. That's, you know, very, very glad to hear that I'm able to help in whatever small way I'm able to help. Haven't they done, like, haven't they had Mega Stones, like, behind stuff in past games? Yeah, I don't know. I don't care about, like, Mikey is very upset about the Mega Stones behind the online and the competitive thing. And, like, I will direct you to him. He is very upset with that fairly, and you guys can, like, you will find a safe place there to complain about the that, because I just don't care at all about things being hidden behind online. Like, aren't all of the mystery gifts hidden behind online? Like, isn't every mystery gift like hidden behind? Like, don't you have to have online to get the shiny like legendary mystery gifts? Yeah, didn't they lock the shiny glaring birds behind competitive? Yeah, so like they already, like, this is just a thing that we know they do. You know, how do you, can you get mystery gifts? You can still get mystery gifts? Okay. You can still get mystery gifts. You need online to use any online connected. So are mystery gifts not online? I guess I don't know how online works. I mean, there's some things that they've hidden behind competitive and online, some that they don't. I remember being a kid with like Call of Duty and Halo 3, and there was always talk about like, you know, having to pay for the Xbox online and how much of a, like how much this sucks and this, that, and the other. And that's when I was like 14. I'm 30 now. It's been like a 16-year conversation of like, it sucks that paying for, no one should have to pay for online, and things being hidden behind online sucks. I hear ya. I hear ya. I was also complaining. I don't think it's going away. But those are online games? I guess? Those are online games? Like, I guess? Yeah, I mean, like, what? You can play Call of Duty offline. I used to play Call of Duty, like Call of Duty 2 offline with friends all the time. They did become online games. You can still play the campaign and, like, play split screen and custom games with people. I mean, you know, I think an online game would be a game with online features. I'm not saying it's not annoying. I'm saying it's been like a 16-year battle, and I don't think it's going away. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. Like, it's the gaming features have been locked behind online in various ways for a very long time. Online should be free. It's not. It's just kind of how it is. I guess I just play enough games like that where it's like, it is what it is. So I mean, it does suck. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Like, one thing that, what I find more annoying, honestly, is like, I found it very annoying that I had to buy the DLC for Scarlet and then also separately buy it for Violet to get these shinies. That really annoyed me the other day. I thought that was infuriating. Having to buy, if I want to get all of the exclusives in Pokemon, having to buy both games and both DLCs, that's infuriating. To my own point, that's been the case since Pokemon Red and Blue. I had to have both games, you know? You had to have both of them. So like, I'm with you. It's just like all of these I feel like this has happened so many times before, and I just like, I don't know, man. I'm not as phased anymore. I just also don't care as much about like when I get all of the Mega Stones. So I'm not saying you shouldn't complain. I just personally, it's like, it just kind of is what it is. It's annoying. It's very annoying. I don't know. Locking a full Pokemon behind a paywall makes it like locking a gun behind a paywall in a shooting game. I mean, I guess, I don't know, like shooting games, they do lock a decent amount behind DLC, like different maps and like a lot of like different things like that. There are things definitely locked behind paywalls. You know, it used to be that like you would unlock like, you know, like your outfits in like Halo and Call of Duty and like how you made like the gun skins look, but now you have to buy them, which sucks. I loved in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, like unlocking everything. That was sick. I loved that. It was my favorite part of the game. Just unlocking all the camos, all the emblems and this, that, and the other. And like Now it's like, buy like a mystery crate. It's like, I don't want to do that. That seems not very fun. But it is like Halo 3, or yeah, Halo 3. I loved unlocking all the armor. You'd get like the skulls and the campaign. That was sick. That was so cool. You got every achievement. You get the katana on your back. Like, that was awesome. It was like such a cool thing of like, I got all the achievements. I spent all this time. That was awesome. Loved that so much. And now it's, you can unlock some, then you also can buy some. I mean, some of the camo grind is there, and some of it I know you have to buy. So, Chad, I guess my thought with a lot of this stuff is like, modern gaming stinks. Modern gaming stinks. And the things that are being thrown out there, I just see like kind of across the board. And it's like, it all kind of stinks, but it's just gonna keep happening, you know? It's like also one of those things like people are like, oh, you dummies keep buying Pokemon, you shills. And it's like, that's fair. It's not like other games are like doing better things. Other companies, other games, they're not doing a better. It's not like if we stop Nintendo, other games are gonna stop what they're doing. Yeah, I remember, did any of you guys play Madden Mobile? Anyone play that fun phone game? Man, Madden Mobile was this fun, like, phone football game that was peak. I think it was like 2016, was so good. There was this system where you could, like, you know, buy and sell cards on this auction place without putting any money in the game. And if you really grinded, you could get the best cards and compete. If you wanted to, you could put money in and get good players, but it was really, truly free to play, right? Like, you could put money in if you wanted, but if you were a broke college kid like me, you could just grind it and have fun. And then eventually they were like, if we make it basically impossible for people to get things the free way and grind for it, and now it's all about spending money, we'll make more money. I haven't played that game in like 5-6 years. I used to love playing that game more than anything. It was awesome. And now it's awful. And like, that's the end of my thought. So hey man. I guess when it comes to these like Pokemon things, I'm like more like, let's just talk about gaming as a whole. Cause man, boy, does it bum me out across the board. This is my first stream of yours, and I'm watching. I'm currently going for a Gen 9 Shiny Living Dex plus DLC Dexes. Wanted to ask what you think I should name Shiny, Tadbulb, and Bellybulls. Well, I named Belly Bob. And then I think Tadbob. I think, yeah, Belly Bob and Tadbob. That's what I'm feeling today. I think you should do it. It's Boston. Thank you so much for the 5. Really appreciate you. John, my favorite is people talking about how crappy evolution methods are when trading is still hands down the worst. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's my biggest gripe when it comes to Pokemon money things is I am very annoyed that I had to buy the DLC. Ever since I was like 3 years old, you know, if not, I don't remember when Pokemon, I mean, I guess Pokemon came out before I was. When did Pokemon show up to the US? It was like 97, 98. I don't know when it finally showed up here. I know it came out in Japan first, but whenever it first came out, 1998. Yeah, I was 3. Since then, you had to buy multiple games if you wanted to complete the decks. They started in 98, baby. My biggest gripe, putting Pokemon locked behind online, whatever, man. I don't care. The fact that I have to buy the DLC twice after having to buy both games, that's what really grinds my gears. Because that's, what, are the games $60 each, $120? Then now we're at $180. Like, yeah, $20 for online, that's annoying. A lot of games need online. That's just kind of gaming these days. DLC twice, I don't love that. That's my biggest gripe. But I think it's fine to have gripes with all of it. I don't know. At least you can do raids for your games, your friends' games locally if need be. That is fair. If you have a local friend with the other game and then you do things locally offline, you can, yeah, that is something that can be done. That is fair. Version exclusives are just a good way to make more money. You know. Big capitalism, baby. It is Unfortunately, very undefeated. Just like the electric Paradox Pokemon, very undefeated. Yeah, Pokemon fans have never played a sports game, as you say. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, sports games, they're so bad. I used to love sports games. Every year they release the same game. It's a little bit worse each year. There's less features you enjoyed and more ways to make money off of you. More microtransactions, worse quality, less features you actually enjoyed, and the game just gets worse every single year. And the thing that sucks is like every new generation of kids, the game they started with, they'll have so much nostalgia for it because the game gets worse every single year. So it's just like, if you just ask someone's age, it's really their favorite, like Madden or 2K will be the one they started with, and then all the new ones just stink. Because it's just a game that's gotten worse for like 20 years. It's so upsetting. Well, it's also upsetting not finding... I did this so I could find both of the shiny electric ones. I found nothing. God. Dude, franchise mode is the only reason I play those games, man. Remember 2K? Ugh. Remember football, the 2K football, when you had your own crib and you could play the games offline? You had this huge trophy room and you could use all the points you got to like, you could get like a foosball table for your room. You got like a fish going around. Oh man, it was awesome. That was sick. Did I play as the Bucs? I tried to get every single trophy for Mike Allstott that I could possibly unlock. I was so fun. It was the best. You know, I might go and start playing 2K soon. Maybe that's my next move. Maybe I just go back to playing like 2K5 football. Buddy, do I remember the street games? I remember the street games. I played the street games very recently. Oh God, I do a 2K. I don't even, how the heck do you get 2K5 set up? I don't even know how I'd get that set up to stream. I'd have like 10 viewers. Just people just naming dudes. Remember this fella? Remember this person? I feel like I want to go after a different shiny this time. No, I'm gonna go for electric again. That was ridiculous. No, I'm not gonna get that unlucky. No. I think we were talking about too many. We were talking about boring things. It got too boring. No, we gotta redeem ourselves. We're gonna get 2 this time, baby. It's gonna be great. Another 2K Nuzlocke. Tyler, I don't know if there's any decision your former employer made that I agree with. I will not be. The last thing we will be doing on PM7 is following a single. That man had like 30-minute intros. Then the last 5 minutes of the video would be the editing that was like, I think this guy has got something special here. Whatever the editor is doing, I like the 5 minutes of gameplay I've seen. The 30 minutes in front of a green screen yelling at me. I don't know what's happening here. No, Tyler, we don't need to recreate the intro and everything. We don't need to do that. We're gonna play more ROM hacks in the future. I mean, maybe. You know what? I think it just depends. Like, here's the thing, right? When it comes to a ROM hack, if I'm gonna play it, like, there needs to be something about it that I can, like, brand and make it seem interesting to, well, you guys, you know? Like, when I did Shiny Islands, you know, being able to say, like, oh, it's the game where Pokemon have secret shiny evolutions. That works. I'll do that because that's super interesting and very cool and very unique. And, like, people are like, whoa, what does that mean? That sounds crazy. But there's, like, a lot of just, like, ROM hacks or fan games that are super cool, but they're just, like... They're like a very like well put together story where you have to put like 50 hours into it, if not more, and like really pay attention to the story. They're super fun to play, but they're not always very easy to make a video off of. You know, so I can't promise it. Now, if there is a game where it's like, wow, I absolutely love this and I want to do a big video like telling the story of this ROM hack, absolutely. But I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to do like what I'm doing right now. You like come up with my own story and then kind of tell you guys the story of, you know, what I went on. Is this for a shiny living dex? That would be a good guess. That would make a lot of sense. I'll be honest. That would, you may be picking up what I am putting down. Oh no! Where did you go, Iron Hands? Oh no! Oh, that was the shiny I've been missing. That was the shiny, wasn't it? That was the shiny I was missing. Womp. 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 Play Pokemon Fusions? I've played Infinite Fusions. I think I've done 2 Fusions videos. Yeah, no, I've done 2 of those. Mon frere. I've done 2. I mean, I could do a 3rd, but I don't know if I'll do a 3rd. We may or may not have a fusion-based idea coming up some point soon. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. I see one that could be a shiny. I don't think it is. So I'm going to run up to it, see it's not a shiny, and then jump off the cliff. All right, you're not a shiny, off the cliff. Yippee! My favorite Paradox Pokemon? Great Tusk. I just really love it. Dun, dun, dun. Want to send a little support? Love your stuff when I'm having a rough day, so the stream is great timing. Well, hopefully we can have a lot of fun. Hopefully I get a little luckier. We got lucky, and I had a bad streak. Now I'm hopeful, you know, 3rd time's the charm. But, hey, I'm glad to be able to send some good vibes your way. Honestly, I've needed some good vibes. It has been a tumultuous bit. My gosh. I am doing fine. Let me preface that, but like, oh God, I had like a medical scare Thursday, and that thankfully ended up being mostly fine. And then I got like stung by a bee on Thursday as well, and I was like, well, that hurt, and why is this hurting so much? This sucks, but like, whatever, it is what it is. And then that stupid bee sting had like a huge reaction on Saturday. Like, there's like a huge red, like, it's like this big, like this splotch on my leg. It got like super red, super like raised. It was like radiating pain. I was like, what is, like, do I have an infection? Like, what has happened? This is terrifying. Thankfully, it wasn't an infection. I just found out the hard way. I'm allergic to, I guess, bee stings. I didn't know that. I don't know. That sucked. So that was like, well, I went to the emergency room Thursday. That wasn't fun, but I'm fine, thankfully. Then Saturday, now I'm off to urgent care of like, is this just like an allergic reaction? Is this something more? Like, what are we doing here? But it was fine. So I have been like, I am so run down and like emotionally exhausted. So this has been very nice. This has been a nice break. It's fun to hang out, just shiny hunt with you guys. I think, you know, I was gonna say the tough thing, not the tough thing. I think that's the wrong wording. I am so grateful for everything that's happened with my career, and I do not yearn for the days when I was a smaller creator. It's much better now, but you know, because the channel is so much bigger, it's more difficult to have a connection like this with the viewers. But I really do cherish these streams where, you know, it's a much smaller group of people. We're talking back and forth. It's easier to have conversations and just relax. You know, it makes me happy. I think these little random streams are a lot of fun. Because this stream, it's a part of a bigger video, and I'm gonna put a lot of effort on that. There's a lot that I'm doing behind the scenes. You know, this is definitely, there's a lot of just sitting there shiny hunting by myself and going on that journey. So it's fun to, you know, do at least this part with you guys. It'd be a little bit more fun if I was getting a little luckier, but you know, it's still been fun. It's my favorite new Mega. I think Mega Chestnut. I want to say Mega Victory Bell is hilarious. It is so funny. I love that fella. But I don't like Chestnut. I do not like Chestnut, like, at all. I guess it's like fine. I just don't, I don't know. It's not my favorite starter. So for its Mega to be that cool, my gosh, that really threw me off guard. I do like Mega Delphox as well. I do, obviously, I like Mega Greninja. But I'd say Chestnut, like, I had the lowest expectations for Chestnut, and they really blew me out of the water. So, I'd probably say Chestnut. I gotta give one to that fella. What's a video that surprisingly has had a recent viewer resurgence? I don't actually know if anything's had like a surprising viewer resurgence. One thing, I guess, a peek behind the curtain that's boring for people that watch, but like, I don't know, maybe you guys will be interested. Some people notice when we change thumbnails and they're like, why did this video's thumbnail change? Like, what happened here? Am I crazy? This video's thumbnail changed. Well, there's a reason for that, right? Like, thumbnails and titles are, you know, what incentivizes someone to click on a video, and there is a lot of, you can put a lot of thought behind what makes a good clickable thumbnail or title. Now, obviously, the word used to be clickbait, clickbait, clickbait. It's not, at this point, and there's still some clickbait, but it's not clickbait. It's like, how do you properly express like why someone should click on a video, right? Like, the only way to show, like, the only way to find out if a video is good is to watch a video, but I don't have the time to watch every video I see on YouTube. Like, you don't have the time to do that. You know, there's only a select few that we're gonna click every week, right? It's gotta really pique our interest. So when a video like surprisingly kind of shoots up, it's usually because we've like come up with an idea of like, oh, maybe this is a better way to like express this idea, and that will make it more intriguing to the viewer, and then they'll give the video a chance. So the Shining Island video, we Tyler had a freaking brilliant idea for that. Really good idea for a thumbnail there, and the brilliant guy made that a reality, and then that video is just, it's taken off. I think just, you know, it's a lot like more either understandable or like more intriguing now. And that's been cool because I put a lot of effort into that video. I had a lot of fun with it. It's cool. I wish there were more secret shiny evolutions, I'll be honest. It would have been cool if there were like, I don't know, 10, but hey, maybe there will be a sequel to that at some point. Oh, what's going on, Blue Vector? That's true. Yeah, I mean, giving it a refresh, yeah, that can definitely be the case. You know, there's, I mean, it's like Netflix is the same thing with like different thumbnails for different audiences, you know? Like, it's all advertising. When it comes to a YouTube video, I'm not like gonna go on I'm not gonna go on like different talk shows to promote my video, right? It's not like a movie, you know, there's no budget like that to promote it. You know, the promotion is pretty much the title and the thumbnail. So, you kind of have to nail it. Aw, couple videos a week. My son listens to your videos as like a podcast going to sleep every night. That is very sweet. That makes me happy to hear. Yeah, people have definitely told me that I'd have like a nice voice to listen to, and I am good at non-stop chatting, so I can definitely see how that that combo can come together. Or if it's just like a, you know, like a video that you really enjoy that's comforting. You know, I think there's some people that like, there's like watching something over and over again can be really nice. Like you know what to expect. Like you enjoy it enough when you watch it that you don't need to fully pay attention to it, like every second of it. But it can be comforting to have on. So that's like, it's hard to really believe that there'd be anyone that would, you know, watch my videos in that way. But that's very cool. It's like really sweet to hear. Was that a shiny Palmy? I mean, maybe. There's gonna be some shiny Palmies that I might fail. I have caught so many shiny Palmies. I have so many more than I know what to do with, and I really want to get every single shiny Violet Paradox Pokemon before the stream ends. But I am in quite a drought. Like, I thought doing the electric, like, oh, and also Iron Thorns should be super easy to see. I just thought I'd be able to do this really quickly, at least Iron Thorns, but it is not working. You missed Iron Hands? I've had 100 people tell me I've missed Iron Hands. I believe that I've probably missed one, but I also am pretty confident that like one person's probably right and 99 people saw one that was sleeping. What Pokemon do you think would taste the best out of all 1025? Alcremie? Wait, isn't one of them just cotton candy? Isn't cottony like literally cotton candy? I was gonna say there's probably, I do like fish. There's probably oh man. You know what? I need something. I need a win. You're gonna be my new friend, okay? I need something, okay? You're gonna be the new pal. Yeah, oh, not Slurpuff, Swirlix. Yeah, no, definitely the cotton candy Pokemon. I think that's easy. Yeah, no, I mean, if Pokemon were real, you'd have to have a taste of it, right? I mean, come on. Name a disappointment? No. I can't name it because that just wastes time, right? Like I need to boogie. I only have so much time. I don't want to like push dinner back, right? I don't want my wife to be like, hey, dinner's ready. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I've been unlucky for an hour. I guess you're gonna eat without me. And the Bucs are on tonight. Like, I mean, I could just watch the Bucs on the right monitor. That would be a very funny stream. I've just missed like 10 shinies as I'm just like really dejected and frustrated with what's happening on the other monitor. Oh, man, it was funny. My dad is, oh God, I love my dad so much. He's a very, very positive person. I can be a lot more whatever. I can be a little bit more negative, especially when watching the Bucs. And he like just infuriating thing after infuriating thing after infuriating thing kept happening. And he's like, you gotta stay positive. You gotta stay positive. Bucs miss an extra point, which like if they hit the extra point, the game's just over. They miss it. Like, what is there to be positive about, Dad? Like, it's just like a penalty, this, that, so many bad things in a row. And then finally the Falcons kicker misses the game tying field goal so the Bucs win. And he's like, see, this is why you have to keep the positivity. It was just so funny because it was just like so many infuriating things happened in a row. And he's like, yeah, you just got to keep the positivity. You got to keep the positivity. And eventually he was right. So I think I'm going to try tonight to keep the positivity. I'm going to try. He was right. Eventually, despite all of the various annoying things that happened, you know, Baker Mayfield is like missing wide open receivers by 20 yards, you know, like all these things are happening, but eventually it worked out. I love my dad. He's a very wonderful, he's just, yeah, he's so positive. Your Bucs play my Eagles on your birthday? You know, man, that'll be an interesting one. Todd Bowles has had Jalen Hurts' number for years and years at this point. Like, well, every time the Bucs have played the Eagles, it does not matter how good they are. It is just a disaster for the Eagles. And I feel like at some point that's got to change with just how good the Eagles are. That's always a funny one. Like, it's just like the Eagles will just like run through teams. And it's like, Todd Bowles has... he had done another exotic blitz on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts does not know what to do. Sacked for the 20th time. Like, huh. This is crazy. How's this working? Oh, it's a fact. Like, I don't go into those games with a lot of confidence. Like, huh. All right. Now, Jalen Hurts is like throwing for like 100 yards a game. I don't... That's... Geez. We'll see if that keeps working. Hey man, you can hate Todd Bowles all you want, but you root for the I mean, I mean it's the Jets, right? Like, was Todd Bowles a horrible head coach, or has every head coach on the Jets done a bad job? Right? Both can be true. But it's like saying, you know, a Bears QB has been bad. It's like, well, every single one of them has been bad. So is it that every single Bears QB is bad, or is like, you know, there are other things going on? Could be both. No, I mean, that's fair. You gotta blame someone else. Yeah, but I don't know if you wanna, like, I don't know if blaming Todd Bowles, like, Todd Bowles was Todd Bowles is the reason the Bucs won the Super Bowl. Like, the defensive game plan was immaculate. And then after Brady leaves and Arians retires, Todd Bowles has led the Bucs to the playoffs and winning the division year after year after year. We're on our third straight offensive coordinator. A defensive-minded coach he's on his third in 3 years off. Like he's at worst he's a very average coach. I feel like you got to put the blame Adam Gase, you know, like blame someone where it's like, you know, that guy really stunk. I feel like in your spot, like if Jameis Winston left the Bucs and then was good, that would have killed me. I think it might have actually killed me dead. So I'd blame like all the people that are not currently having success. And then like if the Bucs have a bad season, then like just go pretend like all the good didn't happen. Adam Gase was God. I love shiny iron thorns. Finally, that's what I love. Let's go. Let's go. Now, this is a good shiny future paradox Pokemon. It might be the only one. I'm going to have to look through the rest of them. I'm not impressed with the ones I've seen so far. This one is sick. This one is so undeniably cool. It is so cool. This is going to be so annoying to catch. God, I am not ready for it. But you know what? We got it. Hey, we're going to end today with at least 2. So that's cool. Unless he's got like... do you have any moves that would hurt? Do you have wild? You have wild charge, don't you? You stupid. You have wild. You stink. Well, let's just throw this. Let's see. Nah, that wasn't gonna work. I knew that wasn't gonna work. Why did I try it? What's wrong with me? Who do I think I am? Double shiny? Where's the double shiny? Chat, I don't think there's double shiny. Chat, have you guys just been like saying every single iron bundle is shiny when they sleep? Or hands, whatever it's called. Well, as this doesn't work, did I show you guys my new coaster? Look at my new coaster. Isn't this cool? I got like 4 of these on Etsy. I just picked a few different games I like. It's cool. So, yeah. That's what I have going on over here. Hi, can you be my friends? I'm really low on shiny friends. Like it's not been the shiniest day. Well, I have a lot of Pommies. I did catch those, and now I don't have to get rid of them because if I didn't catch one of these shinies, I would have just deleted the save, or well, gone back to the save. Not deleted it. Just gone back. Oh, come on. Has this been the longest drought you've been between shinies on the Switch too? No, definitely not the longest. But, no, definitely not the longest. But I guess, like, I have a time limit because it's a stream, so I just, like, boom! I need things like this to happen, because I would love the double dip! I don't want to make another electric sandwich. I've already, like, this is my second one. You know, the whole point of this, it's the only sandwich where I should be able to get 2. But, I'm gonna name this Iron Todd. We've been talking about Todd Bowles. There's 2. Yeah, there's 2 Ds. Iron Todd. Alright. Alright, let's calm down, buddy. Iron butt. Alright, let's come on. Hey. Iron Bowls. It definitely flows better, but like Iron Todd is a lot more like if I saw Iron Bowls, I would know exactly what I'm talking about. Give it a year. I'll never be able to guess why I named it Iron Todd, and I find that fun. There's just something about that. I don't know why. I think it's silly. Okay, so the way we tell these guys are shiny is the blue on top of their head is silver. So you don't look at their hands. It's not their hands, it's the blue. We need the blue to be silver, not the yellow. I think. Yeah, it's the blue. The yellow stays yellow, the blue goes away. So chat, for all of you guys telling me I failed a shiny, that's what you gotta look for. Go to the cave. Wait, whoa. Oh my god, there's the shiny! Whoa! Oh my god, I almost missed it! Wow, that was so clutch. That was so clutch. Let's go! That was so clutch. Wow, let's go! I didn't even change the counter yet. I guess I'll change the counter to 2 now as I try to catch this guy. Amazing. Are you also gonna go for something that hurts yourself? Wild Charge. Oh, it doesn't know Wild Charge. Let's go. Oh, this one doesn't know Wild Charge because it's 56. Oh, dude, let's go. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Bada bing, baby. Dude, Iron Clutch. Yeah, that might be, honestly, that might be the move. Yeah, clutch in multiple ways. Let's go. Alright. Hey, 3 sandwiches, 3 shinies. That's the pace yet you kind of have to expect, right? You can't complain about that. That's perfectly on pace. Alright. And just like that, we're up to 3. Up to 3. Look at that. Oh, that's exciting. That is exciting. Okay, Iron Clutch. Clutch Gene. Okay. So now you go down there, you go down there. These are all my extra shinies. That's kind of fun. But like, I'm kind of like running out of room. I guess I could always move those. And change name. Nope, that's not how you do that. Extra shinies. That way I remember. I mean, I could probably just throw them into home, but yeah, whatever. And then I can just... Yeah, this makes way more sense. See, this is... Yeah, that's a lot better. All right. What are we going after next is the big question. What am I going after next? Boo-doo, boo-boo-doo, boo. Go after bundle. Treads. I don't know. What am I feeling? Bundle or treads? Ice or steel? Ice or... I mean, I'm going to go after all of them. Treads? All right, let's do it. Let's do steel. I think that's steel, right? All right. Steel, 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 steel. Steel. Boop, boop, boop. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Shelty and, Alright, cool. Hey, what's going on, Beth? How you doing? How are you doing? Okay. What time is it? I mean, I think we're making okay time. We're making okay time. We still need 4 more. If that took me 2 more hours, that wouldn't be ideal, but it would be okay. It'd be okay. I think that's the best way to put it. Iron Treads. Iron Treads. Is Iron Treads gonna be tough to see? I don't know. I do think once I find the shiny, I'm just gonna go back and make a new sandwich. Because once I'm done with these guys, Chad, I am done with Violet. No more shiny hunting in Violet, at least with sandwiches. Might be some Masuda hunting here, but don't need a sandwich for that. So let's go down here. Let's find Iron Treads. And let's see. I have shiny hunted for shiny Great Tusk so many times. How much more difficult is it to find shiny Iron Treads? I'm very intrigued. I do need a shiny Corviknight, so that would actually... And it'd be kind of cool to shiny hunt for a Corviknight, I guess, for my decks as well. But, like... I don't know, I feel like that would just be such a waste of time. It depends on how quickly I find Treads. We'll see. Would I regret that? I don't know. Alright. God, this does not seem like it's going to be easy. So the black on its snoot becomes silver. And its tusks become silver. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this will be. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, name your next one Iron Ball? Is that like the Iron Lung? But instead of the Iron Lung, you have to get the Iron Ball? That seems unpleasant. I don't think I like that. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm gonna veto that. I'm gonna veto that. What are we doing here? Yeah, that was swift. No. Chad, I don't think I like this as much as Great Tusk. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty early in. I haven't given him a chance. I've just said, I don't think I like this. I don't know. See, like, here's the thing. I've always been pretty anti-robots. I'm like so out on AI. But one thing that is like tough is as much as I want to insult the robots, I think people got a little too excited about all of the like we're gonna make up all of these slurs to throw at robots, and it was like, oh, forget robots. And then it like very quickly was like, I don't like where this went. It's no longer fun. It has a sinister feel behind it. So I'm like, normally I'd just be ripping the robots apart, but I feel like people have taken that a little too far. It's lost its fun. And now I can't even just normally rip the robots. You know, I just gotta be like, I just don't think I love them. I know they didn't make up they didn't make them up, Shadow. Star Wars did. The problem is the scenarios they were putting themselves in. You know, they're like, what if I made a TikTok as if it's like the 1950s? And it's like, this isn't horrible taste. I hate this. Don't do it. Don't do this. Don't. Nope. We're good. So I will just, I'll just look at the robots and be like, you know what? You're just not as cool as what you could be. You could be a cool ancient animal. That's very sick. Instead, you're whatever this is. Like, you could be a Great Tusk. Instead, I mean, look at his silly face. I mean, do people like Iron Tread's silly little face? Like, he looks ridiculous. He looks ridiculous under the snoot. He doesn't look like an elephant. I love elephants, you know? Hey, Bunsy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted members. I really appreciate that. If you got a member, say thank you. Make sure you do. Someone said shiny. Well, I haven't despawned it, I don't think. Is there actually a shiny here? Is someone here shiny? Oh God, I cannot tell. Is there actually a shiny? Hey, another 5. Oh, thank you so much, Funzy. I really appreciate the 5 gifted members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some of the robots are very cool. I think for me, actually, and this is a silly reason. I mean, I just love animals. Is a big reason I love Pokemon. But something I've always been really like, kind of like enamored with, especially as a kid. But I just love it in general. So I love learning about like endangered animals, and they're usually just some of the coolest ones. And elephants I've always just loved and adored. And there's some species of elephants that are like very endangered or like have been wiped out, and you know, everything with people wanting their tusks, and it just like makes me sad. So I think when I see like the robot elephant, it bums me out of like, we don't need a dumb robot elephant. We need more actual cool elephants. Elephants are incredible creatures, and I love them dearly. I don't like this future reality where we've replaced the Pokemon with robots. Now that's me equating it too much to the real world, and it's just a silly video game, and robots are just silly little robot dudes. But that's honestly where I'm at. So I don't know. This is me. Maybe that's silly. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me or feels that. Someone said shiny. I'm like really doing my best to stare at these fellas. I'm not seeing the shiny. Chad, I'm just not seeing it. I'm like really trying to stare at these fellas. I'm not seeing. Where's the shiny? Now it could also just be the chat trying to trick me, but I just also like, I believe you if you say I missed it. See, that's the tough thing. This is a good time to lie to me. Well, actually, it's kind of tough because you're not going to really get much of a reaction out of me outside of like, damn, you're probably right. I probably did fail it. What are you going to do? Like, yeah, no, I buy it. You tell me I failed it, I'd be like, yeah, no, probably. This thing seems tough to spot. The shiny is very noticeable. I mean, well, yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't be like completely shocked if that was true. I don't know, when I look at the image on my other monitor, it doesn't look super noticeable, but I'm a very visual person, so, you know, kind of need to see it. Oh, there it is. It's that, right? It's that. This is what we're talking about. Seeing is believing, and I believe that's a noticeable shiny. That was great. No, that was that. See, that good fun. We like to have fun around here. We like to have fun around here. No, that was good. Yeah, that was, yeah. Iron Bingus. Bingus Bongus. Can I have a shout out? I'm just starting my YouTube career. Hey, my friend. Actually, I'll respond to that after, because there's some genuine advice for that, because I think that stuff is very important, and I don't ever want to. I want to be as encouraging as I can be, while hopefully helpful. One of those nicknames, I was very worried. I was like, what? What? Are you trying to say like armadillo? So an iron dillo? I'm not going to name it that. But I think if you read that quick, it's like, huh? We'll get a name. We'll figure out something here, for sure. No nicknames where you have to do a double take. But 4 out of 7, we're making progress. We're making progress. Iron skid mark? Chat, what's happening here? I like Iron Bingus. That's my kind of nickname. Bingus. I think I was calling Ginger Bingus earlier. I'm very confident I was calling my dog Bingus today. Like almost definitely, and I do not know why. So, Yeah, no, and I hear the dog doing whatever she's doing. But yeah, Bingus. I got 20 minutes. Maybe I go grab a Corviknight real quick. Chad, is that silly? I kind of want to grab a Corviknight. I need one, I think. Let me check. Do I need a Corviknight? I need a... Yeah, I need a Corviknight. I didn't need that whole line, so I don't know. Let's see if we can get one quick. Right? Let's see if we can get one quick. PM7 sending some love. I have left over for my 3.5 hour shiny or 3.5 hour hunting yesterday. 11 shinies. Hey, that is incredible. Thank you very much for the love. I appreciate the luck. I mean, hey, I got that shiny lickety splits. So I appreciate you. Thank you. The next one should be Iron Jervis. That's pretty good. I do like that. I'll be honest. I do. But what I was going to throw out there to the person that was asking for a shout out, they just started out. I've said this a few times, but I do think this is like, for whoever needs to hear this, I mean this very genuinely. I would never give you a shout out early in your career because I think it would, like, I think that would be the worst thing I could possibly do. When you first start, you are learning how to be a creator. You're learning every aspect of your job, of this job or this hobby, and you're nowhere near being the fully fledged creator you want to be. Everyone wants to, like, they want to make this work when they start out. They want to have a lot of viewers. They want to have this, that, and the other, but not everyone is ready for a lot of people watching. And not only that, not everyone is ready for a lot of people judging. So if I sent over a few thousand, 10,000, let's say 100,000 people over to your channel, and you're just starting out, you're figuring this out, there could be a lot of criticism. There could be a lot of negativity because you're not a fully, fleshed out creator. There's so much more to learn and grow and build. And you want to have that shout out. You want to have that push when you're ready, right? You want to wait for that. So I know it can be discouraging when you start. I understand a lot of people, like I get messages every day. Can you shout me out? Shout me out, shout me out. I do not think a lot of people, when they say that and they just started out, are ready for a lot of people who are coming over and ready to judge. You know, I have been doing this since I was 16. And man, when I did this in college, God, it was the most echoey mic you ever heard. The quality was not good. The camera was bad. Like, there was so much about, I've never really been that good of an editor. There's so much that was bad. Is that a shiny? I don't think that's a shiny. I was so convinced that was a shiny, but I don't think it is. Is it? No. Is it? No. Is it? No. Is it? Is that the shiny? It's walking away from me. Are you shiny? You are a terrible shiny. You should feel bad about yourself. Corviknight, what is this? What is going on? That's what shiny Corviknight looks like? I thought it was a silver knight. I thought it was a knight. Okay, it looks way better here. Is it just like, wait, this looks so much better. Is it just like reflecting the blue of the other Corviknights? I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. I'm gonna name it Lemon Bird because every villain is lemons. Or lemon, I don't know. Hey, you're an evil bird. That was awful. You are a lemon bird. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't care for that one bit. Yeah, no. Alright, well. That was a bonus shiny. That was a bonus one. Alright, well I didn't need that, so that's nice. But yeah, let's go make a new sandwich and get a new future Paradox Pokemon. That was a little something we did on the side, but now we need to get Bundle. We need to make an ice sandwich to go get one Iron Bundle. We're saving Valiant for last. Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna save Valiant for last. I think that makes sense. But yeah, to finish what I was saying, I understand why so many people ask for a shout out early in their career. I get it. You don't have to believe me, but I promise you, I say this like from a lot of experience and like a lot of like genuine love and caring. You do not want a shout out when you start. You want to have a shout out once you really get your sea legs under you and you're like really confident and proud of a video you made. And I think YouTube added a feature with like the, you can hype up a creator now. Like, I don't know how that new mode works, but I know that's a feature. So I think that is, it's something that I believe very strongly in. Do you know why I have Pokemon like Palmy spawning when I'm using a level 3 bug type sandwich? No. I mean, maybe you're just in a spot where there's no bugs. Maybe sometimes it can be like overflow. Like there's just so many Pokemon that spawn in the Switch too. I think it can just be like overflow, but I'm not entirely sure. It's also safe to say that as you grow and learn with being a creator, the less you'll actually want a shout out. Yeah, I mean, my first channel ever, like I was like 16, a bigger creator found my channel and gave me a shout out. The first video after the shout out got like 800 views. I had like no subscribers. I was so hyped. I was like, oh, actually, no, I think I got like 3,000 views. Channel got to like 1,000 subscribers. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, like everything's gonna change. This is amazing. Like I was so hyped. And then my views went back to where they were before, and they just never went back up. But I had all these dead subscribers on the channel, and I was like really devastated. I'm pretty sure the person just sent a lot of bots over. But either way, it was like really devastating. I ended up making a new channel eventually. Remember, that was very upsetting. Iron bundle, boop boop boop, body beep, boop ba da boop 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 boop, ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba. I feel like this is gonna be like a super quick hunt. Like this is what's really gonna get me back on good timing. And I don't really know if I need to go after like another ice Pokemon after this. I don't really think there's a lot of isolated ice shinies that I don't already have. Now, I will say, Iron Bundle is a pretty solid shiny. I mean, I think Iron Thorns is the best. I think the rest of the ones we've gotten stink. And this one's solid. I mean, it is like, I don't know, like the Santa bird losing the Santa part of it and then just being silver. I don't know, I mean, it's something. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. It gets rid of all of its whimsy. It's like if you took all of the, like, the whimsy and cheer and fun out of Christmas and it was just about, like, the money part of it. Like all of the advertisements, you know? Like all of the ads and all of the money companies are making. Haha, and how much you're spending on presents. You know, the red is, it's like the whimsy, it's the cheer, it's the holidays, and then just the corporate steal. The color is gone. Yeah, I don't think I like it. Yeah, I don't think I like it. Iron Thorn shiny, pretty sick. This is just like, I don't know. Like if they made it like a different color, like it was like, maybe it was like gold or like silver and gold. Like that'd be kind of cool, but I was just like, nah. Nope, the shinies for the future ones, they lose their color, they lose their cheer. They're the color. That's the weird thing with these, right? Like the shinies for the future ones, it's like before they, you know, like if you like make metal or whatever, it's like a piece of metal, you add the color afterwards. So it's like the shiny is when the color hasn't been added, which you almost would feel like it would be the opposite. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Wow, that is so easy to find. I mean, I like how easy it is to find. That part's cool. No, I don't like it. I like how easy it is to find. The more I stare at it, the more naked it feels. I don't really love that. No, yeah, I mean, it seems like it would be a good one for like if I was doing a video where I was trying to find a lot of shinies. So I think in that regard, it's pretty awesome. But in general, yeah, I don't know. It does learn take down. You know what? If you were gonna take down and die, I'll find a new one in 5 seconds. That's on you. I don't want you to, but like if that's what you gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do, buddy. That's, you know. All right, well, I appreciate it. Yeah. Iron Corporate, yeah, I think that's a good one. It was an Iron Corporate, Iron. I mean, I think I for some reason I like Corporate. Also, I don't know if either of them are gonna fit. Yeah, Iron Corp. Yeah. Iron Grinch. Ooh, that fits. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean it's not the same, but it's. Yeah, I think Iron Grinch. We've taken all of the fun and joy from Christmas and we've gotten rid of it, right? I mean, there's no soul behind those eyes. There's no cheer. There's no presents. This thing's just gonna attack you. It's not gonna give you any presents. That's upsetting. I don't like that one bit. I do not like that one bit. But I do like that we have 5 of the 7 shinies, which means we need to go for, who do we want to go for next? Well, I mean, what's the Iron Jugulus? Do I want to try to find another ice Pokemon while we have the sandwich? I don't know if there's any ice like left that I need. I don't know, man. Maybe. I'm looking. I guess like Lapras. No, I already got Cloyster. I could like do it. What do you guys think? Lapras? Is that worth it? I already have Ice Cube. No, I have all of the exclusives. Yeah, I think we do a little Lapras, then we move on. Lapras is cool. I mean, I gotta get Lapras at some point. Blueberry is definitely where I'm missing the most of these. I also, at some point, need to get Dugong. I don't want to do that right now. I don't know how you tell if those are shiny. I no idea, man. I have no idea. I also don't want to shiny hunt like too much more in Violet. I'm excited to kind of get back to just Scarlet, where I just have like all of my resources very easily available. But Lapras would be nice, because like once I get Lapras, I don't need to hunt for Dugong in the water. I can hunt for it, you know, in like an outbreak or something on like the little ice patches. And Lapras is, yeah, yes, chat is saying, very easy to spot. Gonna use Mega Greninja? I mean, in like what context? The thing with Megas, you can only use one at a time, right? So like, I don't know. I mean, aren't the starters are probably gonna get Megas, right? Like maybe I want to use Mega for Alligator. They're definitely gonna reveal a lot more Megas. Like you can really only have one per team. I don't know. Whenever I play through a main game like normally, I'm never the biggest fan of like what is the strongest Pokemon that's just gonna like absolutely obliterate everything. You see a shiny Dugong? There's no way there's a shiny Dugong here, is there? I don't think so. How would you even spot one of them? You know, like are you shiny? I don't think you're shiny. I think like the water's just like, or the side. Yes, where is the shiny dugong? I mean, like, I guess if I could find a shiny dugong, I'd be so happy. I don't believe that any of these are shiny, but I'm willing at least to try. These look exactly the same. I don't think they're shiny. I see it more in the past. Do people actually see it? Is there actually a shiny dugong? One of these ones? Oh, is it this one? No. Chat, maybe this is a bad idea. I mean, they could be trolling me, but I also, like, I really want to get dugong. You know? They all look shiny, and I do need to get one at some point, and I don't want to deal with it. So, like, I know that it's probably not there, but, like, what if I just pretend, right? God, and the light affects this one so much, dude. Like, it's so different in the shadows. Ugh, it's awful. Why am I doing this? Like, to me, this guy looks shiny. Oh, wait. Then he's not. Yeah. Yeah, chat, I don't know if we're gonna stick on this very long. I think we might be going for the jugular. The iron jugular. Man, I'm hopeful ZA brings the sound back. I very much look forward to that. No, it's just that Lapras wasn't shiny. It was just the shadow. If Lapras was shiny, it's like almost impossible to miss it. Unless it was like barely on my screen, it's almost impossible. Are you yellow, man? I don't like you. I don't like how the light hits these dudes. Ugh, brutal. How hard do I think getting the Greninja Megastone's gonna be? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, the Gen 6 starters aren't the starters in the game, so like, they're not, they're Pokemon that I didn't really think I would use until like the post game anyways, so. Again, I'm more worried of like, what are the starters that are actually in the game? What are those gonna look like? Cause like, I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't know. If there was a $60 DLC to have the overworld shiny Sun, Scarlet and Violet, would you get it? That's actually genuinely a tough one. Because that would be such a disgusting, that'd be so disgusting. No, I don't think I would. I wouldn't, and here's the reason. Like, there are so many people that would love to shiny hunt, but like, you know, like they either, whether they're colorblind or just like have vision, like issues with their vision. And like, it's just, if a feature like that was ever, like a feature that helped people like experience the games better was locked behind a paywall, I couldn't support that. Or at least I hope I wouldn't support that. That feels very gross. And I don't think there's a world where they would, like, I just don't think there's a world where they'd lock something like that behind it. That feels, that's something. Eek, that's so icky. But, you know. But we only got 2 more future Paradox shiny Pokemon to get. I am very excited. Hi, Ginger. Why, my dog? Oh, you want a snickety snack? Ginger, I'm streaming. Oh, Ginger, I can't give you a snickety snack. Also, if you're barking at me, I can't reward you with a snack. Uh-oh. I am worried. Nikki is in the middle of something, so if the dog's just gonna sit here and stare at me, wagging her tail, hoping she can get a snack. Problem is, I can't let you guys see her either, because then she will think that she's gonna get her treat. So we're at a... Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I'm a little worried. Oh, Ginger, I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. You silly goober dog. Pokemon has taught me to prioritize my own wants over others' needs. I took inspiration from Team Rocket. I love that. Hey. That's a lesson to take right there. It truly is. Guys, I am not the person to ask about locking Pokemon, like Mega Pokemon behind competitive play. One, I like Mega Pokemon less than almost everyone in this chat. It's just, it's just not my favorite thing, right? And two, what? What happened? My bad. Yeah, my bad, Big Pikachu. I'm sorry. Yeah, Raichu got a Mega. I shouldn't have said anything. That's on me. Hand up. That's on me. I messed up. Megas are great. I love Mega Raichu X and Y. I love them. I love them. But yeah, no. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Megas, honestly. I'm just not. I think there's so many so many Pokemon get Megas that don't need them, and they create incredibly like overpowered Pokemon. And like when Megas came out, I was still in my prime as a competitive battler, and it was just like they were so over centralizing, right? Like every team should have a Mega on it, and there's only so many Megas, right? So it really, in my mind, shrinks the, shrinks competitive, at least in the singles side of things, right? I think, VGC has always been somewhat shrunk to begin with. So it doesn't really matter as much. So I don't really care a ton. Also, you can only have one Mega, right? So I don't care that there's like, we've already seen a bunch of Megas. There's going to be more revealed. I don't care that the starters of the old games, not the current games, ZA, the starters are Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig. Those are the starters, right? Like, so the starters of the old game, like you can only have one Mega on a team, so I don't really care that they're locked behind online, which I already have. Like it sucks for people that don't have online. Very much agree with that. I just don't care. You can only have one Mega a team, right? Like there's so many Megas to choose from. I don't know. It'll be cool to use them, but also because I got into this Pokemon online space because of competitive Pokemon, I'm actually happy to have something to work towards that gives me a reason to play the competitive. So like, I think the complaints are super valid. It's just like, I'm the wrong person to talk to. Because I don't, like I'm happy to like, oh, okay, I have a reason to do the competitive thing. Yeah, sure. Like that's how I'm gonna go. Like, oh, okay, sure. Nice. But also, like, I'm someone who doesn't really like using legendaries in my playthrough. Like, I don't like using the super broken things. So, I probably, like, hopefully we find we get a Mega that we have not had revealed yet that is, like, so unbelievably cool it becomes my favorite. But at this point, I just might want to use Mega Victory Bell because it's so silly. It's so silly. Like maybe I just use a really silly one. BGC will forever have a worse experience with gimmicks. Yeah, exactly. And that's, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Megas are very cool, but I just like, it's not like the Paradox thing, right? Like I am catching the 7 future Paradox Pokemon. You could realistically play through these games and then have 6 of the 7 on your team and then use them in a battle. right? Like megas, you can have 6 megas on a team. You can only mega 1 per battle, so I don't know. But that's just me. That's just me. Now, I will say, if the starters of the game do not have megas, we don't get Mega Feraligatr, Mega Meganium, and Mega Emboar, now I'll change my tune a decent bit, right? If the only Mega starter Pokemon are the ones hidden behind, like, competitive play, that'd be bizarre. But I feel like we're not going to be getting, like, Froakie anytime soon. I will be getting this fella very soon. Are you kidding me? Mr. or Mrs. Jugulus. Hello. You're ugly. You don't look good. These future shinies, they're just not... It doesn't really look that good. It's like, it's ugly Iron Jugulus. Yeah, I don't... Huh. Yeah, this stinks. Wait, why are you, what happened? Are you sure? Is someone lying to me? Is it really this bad? I don't like it. Chat, I don't like it one bit. I did not like this. Well, you will be on the team. And you will go in the PC, never to be heard from again. And maybe that's how it should be. Maybe that's just how it should be. You will be Iron Ugly. It's a little on the nose, but I kind of like it. It's a little, pretty straightforward. All right. This is such a fun group to hunt. I'm on the past ones and stuck on Sandy Shocks. Oh man, I was stuck on Sandy Shocks for a while. Sandy Cheeks can be a little frustrating. Good luck. Iron Ugulus. Okay, Iron Ugulus is good. I was a little slow on that one, so that's on me. Chat, should I use the next 25 minutes of the sandwich to find the shiny that I need, or is it just time to move on to, Valiant? You know? I think there are some flying Pokemon I still need. Could go after one of those. Maybe it's just time to move on. I guess wasn't there like a Toucannon over here? Yeah, let's just go look for Toucannon for a second. Why not, man? Why not? It's a 3-stage where I don't have any of those shinies, so like any one I get does make it easier. And I don't know if I've ever found a wild Toucannon. That'd be kind of cool. Or wild shiny Toucannon. That's sick. Oh yeah, it's 6 now. I need to change the counter. We're at 6. Huzzah! Yippee! Okay, Toucannon. You would be a very cool shiny to find. I do not know what the other ones look like. No idea. I have no clue. But I would like to find a Toucannon. That's gonna be cool. This does not feel like a great area for Toucannon to spawn. Yeah, not gonna spend too much time on this. Not gonna spend too much, but we'll spend, I don't know, a few minutes at least. Why not? We're here. We're having fun. I have a lot of shinies I need to find, chat. There are quite a few. This is a Toucannon outbreak? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not like 100% sure, but I think so. What do I think of the new Pokemon Animal Crossing game? I am not sure if that's the Pokemon for me, or the Pokemon. I don't know if that's the game for me, but it looks like a game that is going to make so many people so unbelievably happy, and I love that. I'm excited to give it a shot. You know, I don't know if I'll love it, but I mean, there are so many people that love that genre of game, and I mean, I think there's a lot of people who had like dreamed of a Pokemon version of. Is it Animal Crossing? Like I've seen a few people say it's not like Animal Crossing. I don't know. Fair, I guess. Rumbeak, what the heck do you look like, big dog? Are you just kind of like Toucan, but just a little uglier? What do I think of Mega Raichu? I don't love it. I don't love them. I will be honest. I don't think they're great. But maybe my opinion will change. I don't know. The starters were so sick that I feel like it was kind of tough to see those afterwards. It's not Animal Crossing until there's capitalism. I guess that's fair. But you have to like pay taxes in Animal Crossing or something like wild. Any advice for my Scarlet Plus DLC Hardcore Nuzlocke? My attempt 1 died to Kieran's champion fight. Oh, I died specifically? Man, I don't have any like exciting advice. I think my only advice would just be like really dive into that battle, you know? Like I think the beauty of a Nuzlocke when it's a game that's not randomized is you know who you're up against. You can make a plan very specific for that fight. You know? So I would like really. And maybe you put a few less resources into making sure you can beat like other people. Like you just make sure like my 6. I'm building the entire team out of being able to deal with that fight. It's not like the greatest advice, but it's something. I know everyone's talking about megas and I'm out of it. I'd like to prefer. Oh, yeah. I mean, Chad, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we're going to get like new regionals or like new evolutions or any of that. I think it's going to be a bunch of megas. I would love for it to not be megas. But I feel like we're just gonna get a ton of megas. The new Pokemon game looks like Palworld done right. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. People really compare Pokemon to Palworld like a lot. And like I remember like I played a game Animo. I always said it wrong. Which is like a really fun game. I had a blast playing that game. And everyone was like, it's just like Palworld. It's like, no, it's not. No, there's not really much in this game that looks like Palworld. Very weird. I mean, Palworld is more like Ark survival with like creatures you can catch. The reason it never got Pokemon comparisons is because they ripped Pokemon designs. Like that was always kind of the thing, right? You know, you don't shoot Pokemon. Shockingly, right? I don't want to say anything too heinous, but I'm like pretty confident you don't do that. I don't know. Very odd. I'm like really sick of hearing about Palworld, and it's not even like the game. At some point I have to play Palworld. I'm sure I'd have a fine time playing it. It's probably fun, but it's like the comparison. Such a weird conversation. People are so weird about it. I don't know. Palworld and Pokemon. It's just the designs. Past that, I mean, they seem to be like decently different enough games. I feel like they can both exist, you know, and like. I don't know. There's always just a weird one. Pokemon stole designs from another game that was much older than it. See, this right there. This, I hate like, what are we talking about? What? Okay. What's the game? You're not even mentioning the game. It stole designs from what? Oh, are you going to say Dragon Quest? Or like, is this when it's like there's a bat and then Zubat, and they don't look anything alike, but they're both bats? Is that what it is? God, those images were so dumb. Yeah, I think the discourse is dumb. My point is like, I don't know why Palworld gets brought up with like every new game. People who really love Palworld for some reason are they're desperate to say like other games are copying Palworld. I am so ready for all of the discourse to end, and it's like, hey, if you enjoy Palworld, go play Palworld, and if you enjoy Pokemon, I don't know, go play Pokemon. If you enjoy both, I don't know, go enjoy both. Like, unless I lived in a very crazy different universe, Palworld purposefully copied Pokemon designs, and then their marketing was very obviously like this tongue-in-cheek, like, look, you get to shoot the Pokemon, right? They absolutely leaned into it. And then when Palworld launched, it was actually like a really fun game, and people didn't really see that coming. Like, it was, they absolutely took advantage of the Pokemon side and getting brought up all the time with Pokemon to create some hype. It's not a game that created hype on its own. Not at all. It was very much got a lot of the hype from the Pokemon comparisons, and when it dropped, it was a really seemingly great standalone Pokemon or standalone game on the side. You know, and I think that if you're gonna do that, there's gonna be comparison. And I think enough time has passed where it's like, yeah, no, Palworld's just a legitimate game. Like it seems like a legitimate like game that, or like, I don't know if it's a great game. I've never played it, but it seems like it's a fun game people enjoy. Awesome, cool. You know? But I don't know. I feel like people have just like forgot how they marketed the game. It was very purposeful. And to that point, I mean, pretty brilliant. It worked. But it's just weird. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong too. Yeah, you can tell me I'm wrong. That's fair. But I don't know. Am I wrong? Pokemon Company won't let the issue die. I mean, like they definitely just ripped designs. But I don't, sure. I mean, Pokemon Company won't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Games have like pretty ridiculous patents in general. That seems like a thing. I've learned a lot about that in the gaming industry. Like, I think I forget what it is. There's some like ridiculous like patent, like there's something hidden behind a game. Or I think it's Assassin's Creed. There's like some like mechanic within Assassin's Creed that like other games can't do, and it's like ridiculous that Assassin's Creed, I think it's Assassin's Creed, has it like hidden behind that. Oh, it's the Nemesis system in Shadow of Mordor. That's what it is. Yes. Yeah, the Nemesis system in Shadow of Mordor. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like Pokemon is not suing Palworld because of whatever petty nonsense like all of the nerds online, myself included, were embroiled in. No, it has nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. Whatever you guys have been complaining about, whatever I've been complaining about, does not matter. I think it's a much crappier part of everyone keeps saying shiny. What is going on? What is the shiny? Well, actually, no one's saying what the shiny is. People are just lying. I think I'm just gonna go and get Iron Valiant at this point. The bird is not very fun to shiny hunt for. It's not really a good outbreak spot for it. The bird may not be the word right now. Yeah, no, I mean, I think the Pokemon dragging it on thing, I don't know enough about the patents. What I do know is it seems like there are some companies that like put a ridiculous patent on something that other games can't do, which I don't feel like should be allowed. In general, but I guess it is. I don't know. Weird one. I don't know enough about it. But yeah, I feel like that is like separate. I feel like the patent nonsense is a separate thing, and the other weird battles that are being waged between the two fan bases is like a different thing. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, my genuine thought is they're very different games and like satisfy different audiences. And that's cool. I think that's awesome. Very genuinely. How do we get started on this convo? I don't know. Oh, I think someone said like the new Pokemon game looks like Palworld, and I was like, huh? Does it? How? Ooh, I could do the, yeah, let me do the final spicy Herba Mystica. What do I think of the new Megas? I have reactions to all the new ones on my PM7 VODs channel. I just go watch those. I think that's easier than me going through each one. I feel like the way I always respond is just don't yuck others yum. It's okay to like different games, just don't argue over it. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, I don't know. The battle between those two is always very weird. I think I've been around long enough. Like, who here remembers when everyone tried to deem Temtem the Pokemon killer? Does anyone remember that? Does anyone remember when Temtem was the Pokemon killer? I did not, never did I say Temtem was not fun. That's a different sentence. See, this is the thing, right? It's that people, they find new monster catcher games and they try to deem them the Pokemon killer. And that's where I get very confused. Because I love other monster catching games, like Dragon Quest Monster Joker 1 and 2, and then the Dark Prince, the one that came out. I adore those games. I love them so much. I love, like Dragon Quest Monster Joker, I played more than some Pokemon games. I love that game, love it so much. I would love to have more monster catchers, but it's very weird to me when people are like, there must be the killer. We must kill Pikachu. I'd just be happy to have like multiple monster catcher games to play. Like I remember at least in my heyday of shooter games, when I could play Modern Warfare 2, World at War, Halo 3, Battlefront 2, didn't really love Gears of War 2 as much, but when I could just bounce back and forth from all those games, Halo Reach was great. That was awesome. That was great. Choices? Pretty good. But when people were like, like this, like Call of Duty is gonna kill Halo or vice versa, I was like, what? What are you talking about? No, I like both games. I play them for different reasons. I always find that that's always a funky thing. I don't know. I just think I guess point being, if you were around for Temtem Pokemon Killer, you might understand more of what I'm getting at. Ugh. Dragon Quest Monster Joker, my beloved. I have wanted to make a video on Dragon Quest Monster Joker for so long, but I just don't think there's a way I can do that in its Ginger. I don't think there's a way to do that and it makes any sense, like career-wise. I think like for me, John, very fun, very cool, make me happy. I don't think it'd be a video that would do well. I just don't think it would be. But maybe someday. I love Dragon Quest Monster Joker, man. I love it. I love it so much. God, I love it. I kept trying to find reasons. Like, I tried to get into, like, competitive Dragon Quest Monster Joker. Like, not, like, going to tournaments, but, like, just, like, the online battling scene. I was like, I don't really know how this works at all. So I never even tried. But I was like, I need any reason to keep playing this game. It's so good. Ugh, I loved it. Yeah, no, man. Dragon Quest. Spectrobes is also another fun one. I like Spectrobes. That was fun. It was cool. Really, any game where I get to just collect a bunch of monsters is pretty good. Pretty good in my book. See, ooh, and there it is. Any game where I can collect a bunch of monsters is fun. But if you tell me there are extra special rare variants, I'm gonna play even more. That's just, it's so exciting. And now I finally have my own shiny Iron Valiant. And you know what? This one's pretty cool. I feel like it looks even more intimidating with the shiny. A lot of the future Paradox Pokemon, I am not picking up what they are putting down. They stink. I tell you, they kind of stink. But this is sick. This is very, very cool. Very cool, very worthwhile. And man, I don't know what happened. We had an electric sandwich where we found absolutely nothing. And since then, it has just been bing, bang, boom. Shiny after shiny after shiny. Still gotta catch it. This is cool. Okay, you gotta calm down, Valiant. Calm down, just calm down. There you go, Greninja. That's what I'm talking about. Baby! Alright. Alright. I mean, you can take your time. You're upsetting me a little bit, I'll be honest. Okay, one more. I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. I'm gonna keep not liking it. You're probably gonna keep bothering me, but that's fine. I got all day. Got nothing but time. Nothing but time. I guess I could just go for another false swipe. At this point. I don't think we're at timer ball stage yet. I don't think we're there. Okay, I just need to false swipe it one more time. Show it who's boss. But now that we caught this, and we can go from 6-7, and everyone's stoked on that, the 7 out of 7. We gotta name it. We gotta give it a name that fits. What is the right name for the 7th and final Future Paradox Shiny? But not only that, my final Pokemon Violet Shiny exclusive. It took a long time to get the shiny decks for this. I had to buy the DLC once again. Had to deal with a lot of cutscenes, hunt for a lot of Pokemon. But we're finally here, and it feels really freaking good to finally be here. Iron Maiden, Iron Probst. Maybe if he had won an Emmy. It's not a bad one, Iron Probst. Ooh, Iron Victory. Victory's pretty good. No, I think Victory. I have embarked on quite a challenge for no good reason. I'm adding stress for no good reason. And this right here is a victory. This is absolutely a victory to get this Iron Valiant. All of the shiny Paradox Violet Pokemon. They're not all great. They're not all winners. But I do have them all. They're now mine. And that's not something I could say before today.